And you know my life motto, if you're not hard, you're soft.
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 Hard and Soft Pro Wrestling, bringing you up to date on everything that's going on today, the past, and anything that's requested by the nation. We appreciate Hard and Soft on top of the game. Chris Hard, you know the name. Got all the facts about wrestling, man. If you're not hard, you soft.
If you're not hard, you're soft.
If you're not hard, you soft.
If you're not hard, you're soft. Yo, the name is Randall. That means I'm always soft. Here with my bro, podcasting like it's our job. The pod hits hard, might leave you in shock. Cause if you're not hard, it's okay to be soft.
Welcome to the Hard and Soft Pro Wrestling Podcast.
Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to the Hard and Soft Pro Wrestling Podcast. Big Hard couldn't make it today. He's too hard for me this morning, but we still wanted to do a podcast. We had it lined up. And we had it lined up for the... what the...
It's Big Hard.
My God!
In person. First live podcast together in the same room. Finally.
All the nation members just popped. Welcome in, Big Hard, dude. The Soft Studio's never been harder.
Oh, this studio has been soft for a long time, but I just hardened it up a little bit.
It's officially the Hard and Soft Pro Wrestling Podcast.
What's
the
up,
studios? Welcome to everybody, all the marks, the Hard and Soft marks, and the millions
and millions
of nation members, dude. Welcome to the Soft Studios, man.
Dude, it feels good to be here. You know, we're live in person here. Shoot brothers. You know, this isn't a work here. We're going to be heading out to a pretty sweet wrestling shop in a little bit down in Center City, Philly. And we're going to hit you off with a sweet episode of 99 Rumble right now.
Yeah, Suplex Vintage Wrestling. We've never been there, but
nope.
I've been bugging Big Hard for a couple weeks here of making the trip down there. So I got my dollar sign where I'm trying not to spend that much money today, but we'll see how that
I might have to leave
shakes
the
up.
fanny pack in the car.
yeah. But like Big Hard said, 1999 Royal Rumble. When we're looking for episodes, man, like that's our favorite pay-per-view of the year for sure.
Oh, Royal Rumble is honestly almost better than WrestleMania for me.
Yeah.
Just the Royal Rumble match itself.
Yeah.
And this one has so much story in it. It's just such a good match.
And this is like right when, because WCW had been beating obviously the 83 weeks. This is like right when WWE made the turn.
Yeah.
And
started going full speed ahead. McMahon, Austin, right here. This is like the whole thread of this whole match is McMahon and Austin. It's just great. So we're going to sit back and we're going to actually watch the 99 Royal Rumble match itself.
Yeah, peak Attitude Era. And it's like we were going through the ads here because the Soft Studios, we have ads at the Soft Studios. You're not used to that. But like we heard cuss words with Xbox music. Like this is pay-per-view in 99. It's a different world, man.
This is peak WWF.
And I have a prediction already for this year's Rumble. I don't know if you saw this, but on Kurt Angle's podcast or whatever, he actually let the cat out of the bag and said Randy Orton's feeling better. So he's recovering well from his back surgery. Here's my prediction. Orton makes the pop of all pops and comes out in the Rumble, wins the Rumble. The main event of Night 2 in Philly, WrestleMania at the Link. It's going to be a triple threat. Cody Rhodes, Orton, and Roman Reigns. That's my Night 2 prediction.
That would be sick. That would be sick because that could get the title off of Roman without him having to lose.
Right, somehow you could do that.
Yeah, I mean, you could have Cody pinning Orton, or you could have Orton pinning Cody, or, some kind of confusion in that since it's a no DQ. You could have the bloodline coming down. Maybe maybe the turn keeps going and going. The storyline keeps going a little bit, and then the turn at WrestleMania. I don't know. That would be a great triple threat match, and we're going to be there to see it.
Hard and Soft Nation. Living it up. I can't, some people wake up in the morning and they think about their night before, or they think about what they're going to do during the day. I think of my Night 2 prediction. That's what I do. So, 99 Royal Rumble, the WWF, man, and we were just watching this too, and like the WWF logo, wrestling is so good at this time.
So much better.
1999, Sunday, January 24th, Arrowhead Pond in Anaheim, California. Attendance just under 15,000, 14,800.
Is that a work number or is that a sheet?
I don't know. I mean, Vince went over tonight, so he can do whatever he wants.
Do we have Dan Seltzer's notes here?
Oh, we have these. Of course we do.
These are Seltzer's notes. Okay.
What do you think I was doing this morning?
Thank goodness.
Opening up the show, Big Boss Man defeats the Road Dogg. It goes 11 minutes, 2-star rating.
You didn't know?
And then it's funny enough, Daddy Ass, Billy Gunn, is going to get submitted in the second match against Ken Shamrock. And we just saw Ken Shamrock in Philly.
Yeah, 2,300 arena.
Yeah. He's still taking those
good out there too.
Still taking those Mexican supplements.
And
he still looks good, man. So he subs Billy Gunn. They go 14 minutes, 24 seconds. That's for the old school Intercontinental Championship. A star and a quarter by old Mac and Cheese.
Star and a quarter.
X-Pac, the European title. Ooh. And I think in the future, I see you buying the European title.
Dude, remember when we met D'Lo? He let us hold the European title.
Dude,
that was one of the best days of my life.
Do I ever? He goes over Gangrel, one of the coolest entrance songs of all time. That gets 2.5 stars from Mac and Cheese, Dan Seltzer. Sable goes over Luna in a strap match. That's my favorite strap match of all time. Of course, it gets a dud.
He gives every women's match in this era a dud. I swear. Why? It doesn't matter what it is, it's a dud. I mean, you could at least give it a half a star or a negative star if you don't like it. You know?
In this world, how has Mac and Cheese Meltzer never gotten canceled? We need to start that.
I have no idea.
That's going to be my next T-shirt.
He always rides the right people, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. We're going to have Hard&Soft T-shirts and then cancel Meltzer T-shirts.
Cancel Seltzer.
That'll be available on hardsoftnation.com coming soon.
Then we have this great match, Rock vs. Mankind, in an I Quit match.
The I Quit match.
Yeah, dude. I mean, this is the I Quit match. Mankind's the champion, but The Rock goes over, wins the title this night. And, I mean, this was brutal. The chair shot after chair shot. I think there was, 13 chair shots? I'm not too sure the exact number.
Yeah.
Took a crazy bump. We just watched a little bit of that match. The bump off the guardrail up top is a 12-foot drop on the electric boxes. The electric went out in the arena. Pretty cool effect right there. So, but it was a great match, but it's kind of hard to watch. Yeah, a little bit.
This match is always interesting because this is obviously, like you said, Chris, the chair shot match of all time, and it's like it was always weird to me because there was that underlying heat with Foley and Rock after this, but Foley always says that like it's almost his fault because he would continually get up for these chair shots, and what's The Rock gonna do? He's holding the chair, and Foley keeps like kind of no selling.
You got almost 15,000 people cheering for this match, and if you get up, you're gonna get hit back down again, I guess.
Right.
But The Rock he was kind of laying these in pretty brutally.
And this, if you remember, this was in Beyond the Mat. This is right when Beyond the Mat was taking place, and backstage,
Foley's kids were backstage.
Yeah, meeting Stone Cold, and Foley's like, "Hey, Steve, how you feeling?" And Stone Cold's like, "Well, not very good at all." But what are you gonna do? And then Rock is asking Foley's kids about Disneyland or whatever. And after the match, McMahon is getting stitched up, and Foley and McMahon are talking about it. And McMahon didn't seem too pissed about it at the moment. I don't even know if he saw it at that point.
Yeah, probably not. He was probably kind of getting ready for his
stuff, right?
Big Royal Rumble match.
But crazy co-main event. I always love the co-main event of the Royal Rumble, the title match or whatever. They always put on a great show. Like when we went, I mean, the triple threat. Shout out to the archives.
God. Go back in the archives and watch that. I mean, that is honestly one of the best triple threat matches that we got to see live. I mean, honestly, I'm not even just saying that because we saw it live. But if you go back and just watch that match, it is a great match.
It was
Cena,
crazy live.
Lesnar, Rollins.
Dude.
I mean, the frog splash from the top rope to the outside of the announce table.
Oh, my God.
Just seeing Lesnar throw people around, it just...
Yeah. Even in 2015, and when Lesnar's music hit, I mean, the whole show was pretty good leading up, but there was nothing of that magnitude until then.
Yeah, and we saw the New Age Outlaws that night.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
I was filming them, and the lady was like, "Hey, Big Softie, put your phone away."
I don't understand why they wouldn't let, you can't take pictures. We pay all this money to be here. You can't take pictures. Because back then it was on pay-per-view. Well, now when you look at the
everyone's
premium live events,
you're right.
Everyone's got their phone out. No one is being told.
I don't see when Bray Wyatt comes out, no one says, "Put your phone away."
Yeah, so I guess it was because back then you had to buy the pay-per-views, but I think that was even
that was like the start of the network.
Network time.
That was start of the network. I don't know. Wells Fargo, man.
Yeah,
what are you gonna
step
do?
your game up,
dude.
bro.
How cool is? Let's just take a minute. Like, when we started this podcast, we had talked about doing this like the year before.
Yeah,
and it was always like, because, we don't have to go through it that much, but it was always like, dude, all we do when we sit around and hang out is watch wrestling. Why don't we do this? And it evolved into it, and now we're sitting here doing it.
Now we're sitting here doing it still.
In the Soft Studios. What are you going to do? So here we go. The main event, the 30-man Royal Rumble. It's going to go 56 minutes, 38 seconds. It only gets a 1.5 stars, and we're not going to ruin the finish here, but definitely this era, I mean, you can't go wrong with any kind of Rumble, and I'm excited for this, man.
Heck yeah, me too. I say we go ahead and get this match rolling.
Like I said, all the ads are through.
Ads are done.
The Peacock's all loaded up.
We're
1
ready to
hour,
rock and roll.
37 minutes, 20 seconds. Chris, you want to start count us down, dude?
I'm going to give you guys a countdown.
You're the guest here in the Soft Studios.
1 hour, 37 minutes, 20 seconds. 3, 2, 1, play.
What? Here we go.
Oh, we're starting off with a shot of a sweet poster, Stone Cold choking Mr. McMahon.
And I'm a professional, dude. I got the captions on. I made sure to do that before we went live.
We gotta have the captions so we can hear. We can see what JR is saying.
Die, Austin, die.
Oh goodness, Luna. Luna and Gilbert. Look at the signs here, man.
Pee Wee 316.
Mexicans 316.
Didn't Pee Wee Herman just pass away?
Yeah, he
shout out to Pee Wee Herman, man.
Yeah, the amount of signs back then. I mean, you don't see this anymore.
Right. Look at the pop, and this is, we're getting back to how wrestling was, I think, a little bit. But the pop from Austin, there's nothing like it.
You don't beat an Austin pop, man.
And
look at him setting him up for the sharpshooter later on in the match.
yeah, working the leg. God damn it, he's gonna
puke.
And
hell yeah, that. If they have one of these vests at the place today, you're damn right I'm going home with one.
You're goddamn right. Goddamn.
I'll break the bank for a Stone Cold vest.
Yeah.
Especially if it was ring worn. Oh, my
well, remember the first time we went to the 23... Shout out to the 2300 arena.
Heck yeah, man.
We went there for House of Hardcore. We had no idea that there was a meet and greet. And we walk in, and there's a used trash can by Foley and Funk. Remember that?
I wish I would have bought that.
If we would have known.
Yeah, I didn't have any money on me that night. I wasn't prepared to spend $200 on a trash can.
Right.
But right now, if they have that trash can at the store today,
we're prepared.
Going home with it.
Yeah, we're prepared.
You're damn right. I'm going to do a live video nailing Randall over the head with it.
What a maneuver.
The GWC Greatest Wrestling Collection. He was featured on a bunch of the shows A&E did for the treasure hunts.
Oh, yeah.
And I follow him on Instagram, and he does a bunch of stuff. Like, he's always posting pictures of himself in The Godfather and the Smoke Train. It's pretty cool, but his house is amazing. Like, the stuff that he posts, he'll just post, Hulk Hogan Day, and he'll post a bunch of Hulk Hogan stuff that he has, or Jake the Snake Roberts Day. And, I mean, he has, so much ring-worn stuff. Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
As I'm talking, I just looked up, and I see Mr. McMahon coming out. Nipples hard.
Look at him,
chest
man.
looking huge. I mean, he is just jacked. Coming down in his black jeans.
Yeah, his $40 black jeans. He's got $4.3 billion in the bank, and he's got Hanes on.
A little cheap leather belt.
Yeah,
he's all tanned and oiled up.
You think he stretched before the match? I don't think so.
Yeah, he don't need to stretch.
Shame. Man. Give your dad one last shot right in the tuchus. Gotta get juiced up.
Good thing about this match is it's just the story thread with McMahon and Austin, and then the Royal Rumble is just kind of playing second to their storyline going on here.
Yeah. Vince is crazy, man. You always hear stories Chris Jericho. He was telling stories of him and Vince drinking on the plane all night and then getting in at 4 a.m. And they got to be at the town or at the building at 1, and Vince goes straight to the gym.
After a night of drinking.
Yeah. And then,
look at his traps.
Chris is Jericho's I'm going to the hotel. And then Vince will text him, McMahon 1, Jericho 0. He's at that time, 65. You know? How old's Vince here, you think?
Back in 99. So this is, about 24 years ago.
Yeah,
Probably in his 50s, I guess.
Where the big softy cell phone is.
Oh, right here. I think he's in his 50s here. Fucking Stone Cold just stomping a mud hole and walking it dry.
One of the 3 offensive maneuvers from the Austin Arsenal.
Yeah, so Austin, his best moves are the Luthez press. The stomping a mud hole. But big middle finger, and here we go. Hit him with a body slam.
McMahon's 77 right now.
77 now, so he was...
Full mustached up, too.
He was 53 back here.
Dude, you got great math skills.
Here we go.
He was born in 45.
Stomp him in the abdomen. Please no. Oh, right in the nuts.
I always thought it was pretty remarkable the way Vince could BJ
good sign.
could forgive guys and bring them back. Like, Vince is always about the dollar sign, man.
Yeah, I heard he actually flew to Cody Rhodes' house.
Yeah.
To get him to sign back on.
Cody, what are you doing? We want you to come back.
Yeah, Cody's doing great, man. I mean, I'm glad he came back to WWE because he's doing a lot better in WWE than he was doing in AEW. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, Vince is Austin is gonna chuck him over, but doesn't. Wants to keep punishing him.
He should have chucked him over. Should have done it when he had the chance. Oh,
here we go. Who in the hell is this?
What the heck is his name?
Oh, he's over though. Is he part of
Golga or something like that? Golga. He's part of the
this song
the Odd Squad.
The Odd Squad. Or the Oddities or whatever?
The Oddities. Yeah, their song is freaking bad.
It always comes into my car when we're tailgating or whatever, and I go to turn it, and you're like, dude,
there's the Luthez Press. Yeah, I always forget that their theme song, too, is like in my top 3.
He's wearing a South Park shirt. Who is that?
I'm trying to think of who that guy
It's got to be somebody.
Is.
It's probably Vader.
It's probably Tugboat.
Oh, there he goes, Tugboat.
There he goes.
God damn it.
Golga. His name was Golga.
Put that gut away.
How do I remember that? You know, I gotta look up who Golga was.
I'm gonna say.
I think it was the guy that played the
Tugboat.
The guy that fell through the wall.
Yeah. It's crazy, that guy that fell through the wall.
John Tenta. Yeah, that was
John Tenta. That was that guy. The master or something.
The Shockmaster.
Shockmaster.
Yeah, I think that was John Tenta.
We've seen him at a convention. He had a Shockmaster
helmet. He has the helmet. Yeah.
Someone's got to sign. McMahon's on juice.
The Shockmaster was Fred Ottman.
Okay. Look, Mom, we're white trash.
Dude, what a sign. Dos Equis.
There it is. That's great.
What is he doing to him? Yeah, so here's Stone Cold and McMahon are just leaving the match right now. I mean, they haven't been eliminated. They went under. They didn't go over the top rope. So they're going to fight everywhere in this arena here.
That is awesome.
Imagine, obviously I wouldn't be going to the bathroom during the Rumble, but imagine if you're going to the bathroom.
Yeah, you're in there?
You're in there?
They have to block it off.
I mean, they probably... I guess they had to, because you're not
Shamrock's
going to let you in the bathroom Shamrock and test.
Well, you can't put a camera in and someone's taking a piss. The big softies in there?
I would not care.
Yeah, me neither.
If I could be a part of that, I would not care.
Droz makes his entrance.
Oh, here's Droz. He's gonna puke.
Why wasn't he ever puke man or whatever?
I don't know. Here he is, LOD 2000.
Yeah, come on. The nipple ring. That's not the only nipple ring getting over, I'll tell you.
No, he's only got one.
This stuff is I love when they do this stuff in the Rumble, going backstage.
Yeah, Droz is just sitting there waiting for his opponent.
One of my favorite moments in Rumble history is when the 10 count goes down and Test's music plays and he doesn't come out.
This is a test.
And they go back, and this is when Austin was the sheriff or whatever who's playing, whatever, the GM, and Test is laid out backstage, and Steve's like, "Why'd you do that? You're number 10." And then it's Foley's music hits, and he comes out and takes out Orton, and that's one of my favorite.
Here's Edge, man. Whoa.
99 Edge.
Yeah, this is a good time for Edge right here. This is coming into his own. I think he just got out of the Brood.
Yeah.
A little bit ago here.
And that's what's crazy. I think Edge had been in the business probably 4 or 5 years, so at this point, or something like that. And then Maybe
it took him a couple years to get big, but I mean, he was good since the time he came in. I feel like
it's just tough because by the time you really get over, like his neck was bad, and it's just so much. You got to be in the business like 10, 11, 12 years before. It's just such a tough business.
Pretty cool that he came back though and did some matches. I mean, the match with Orton that he had was really good at Mania.
Oh yeah,
he's been doing some good things with the Judgment Day. He's been out now, but I'm sure he might come back again at some point. I hope he doesn't go to AEW like Christian, but I don't think Edge really will because I don't think he ever went to TNA or anything either.
No,
Edge,
he's only been in the WWE.
I mean, there's some guys that I don't want to see go to other federations. You know what I mean? Like, not just because it's AEW. It could be any federation. It's like, I don't want to see Brock Lesnar go somewhere else. Or, you turn on Dynamite and John Cena comes out. I mean, it just doesn't, it wouldn't make sense. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't help. Like, when I turn on SummerSlam, oh, here comes Gilbert.
Oh, this is the man right here.
Look at this.
Look at the sparklers. Like, the guys are holding sparklers for me. Putting them out with the fire extinguisher. I mean, a guy like this...
He still does.
Still has a career doing conventions, yeah. I mean, I'm sure he didn't make the most money in WWF at this time.
Look at Gilbert.
Doing this, I mean, this is great. I would love to be Gilbert, man.
Yeah. Yeah. The Sandman had a good entrance, and so did Gilbert.
I was watching a clip of the Sandman the other day.
Someone's got a thing. It says, Gil is God.
Gil is God.
That's right.
I love it. The Sandman the other day.
What do you think Goldberg thought when he was watching this?
Oh, God. He's gone. He's gone. Look at Edge. He's just looking like... and he's still doing his posing and stuff. Yeah. Oh, Goldberg probably loved it, man.
Look at Vince. Now a shot to the men's bathroom.
It's Briscoe, Gerald Briscoe. Where's Pat Patterson? Hey, atta
my boy.
Look at, they better have mopped that floor because I'm pretty sure Stone Cold was like, I don't want to just lay on the floor of a men's room at a wrestling show. Everyone pisses all over the place.
Yeah, I don't want my goatee covered in Mark's boots.
Oh, God.
Who's the guy? Was it J.J. Dillon? That they'd always... Not J.J. Dillon. That they always say, my boy.
He's my boy. Oh,
I can't think of his name.
Oh, God, yeah. Who is that?
I forget what podcast. Hogan, when he's on Theo Vaughn's podcast, he was talking about this guy.
Because JR always talks about
Hulk,
him.
my boy.
Yeah, JR always talks about him, too.
Yeah.
Got Edge and Draws still going head-to-head here. Yeah, so Stone Cold and McMahon, they're just going to keep a thread going throughout this whole match. I think McMahon actually comes out and... #1 Gilbert fan. Second Gilbert sign I've seen today.
I see a Chris sign.
Oh, is that you? Maybe I was there.
Big Hard.
Imagine sitting at home and you're thinking of what to write on your sign, and you end up writing #1 Gilbert fan.
Yeah. Steve Blackman, man. Remember him?
I almost forgot about Steve Blackman. He had some good moments in WWF back then, man.
They said he's pretty legit, too.
He's coming right out the gate here. Dropping them elbows on Draws.
Remember Steve Blackman when he's up on the Titantron with Shane and he's hitting him with the kendo stick?
Oh yeah, and Shane just falls back. Doesn't he do an elbow off the top?
I don't know.
I think he does jump off.
Is that Teddy Long as a ref?
It's Teddy Long.
Or is that
We're gonna make this a tag team match, player. I
love when JT Cage. I got it. It's always him and the other ref too, Mark Carlucci.
Oh yeah.
Why do you look so much like the ref? I was gonna say that.
JT Cage, you suck.
Yeah.
And so do you too, hat guy.
You son of a bitch.
Hat man. Yeah, I'm pissed. I bought tickets.
3WA, shout out
3WA on August 26th. I'm not going to be able to make it. Big Soft's not going to be able to make it.
Hit us up if you want the tickets, I guess, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you'd like to go to Q-Mart on August 26th and have 3 front row seats, hit me up in the DMs here, or throw a comment down, and I'll see how I can hook you up.
I might even Venmo you enough money to get a gyro on the Big Softie.
Oof. Their gyros are great there. Here we go. Who do we got coming in now? Bubba 316.
So Chris, at this time, Dan Severn,
dude. Here we go.
Him and Ken Shamrock would have battles back in the day. And now they're just living it up in the WWF.
Yeah. I mean, Dan Severn really never did much for me, for WWE. I mean, look at him. coming in slapping him around. Well, I guess they're just doing some mat grappling.
Yep.
But
this was in the time period of the UFC when it was just tough guys.
Yeah, and that's why they're bringing him in now.
Yeah.
Steve Blackman, Ken Shamrock.
There's another guy in this era, Don Fry. You ever hear that name?
Don Fry, yeah.
He was like one of the a Severn Shamrock in that era, and he was at a UFC event, and someone was mouthing off to him and asked him to go outside. Like, you want to take this outside? Severn Don Fry just punched him right in the face, just knocked him out. That just happened like 3 weeks ago.
Really?
You don't fuck with these guys, man.
Here goes Stone Cold. He's getting
like
carted out.
People
to the
would
hospital.
mess with like Chuck Liddell back in the day. Like, are you?
Yeah, why would you?
You deserve to just get your head
a punch
kicked
in the face. Look at the fans trying to come. You're like, why would you be outside right now? There's a Royal Rumble going on.
This reminds me of what was Cornette's wrestling federation?
Smoky Mountain.
Smoky Mountain. It was like the Midnight Express, and then it was New Jack and I don't know if they were the Gangstas back then, but it was New Jack and Mustafa, and then some other tag team, and they had like a parking lot brawl type deal. So people were legit calling the cops because all you see is two white guys in like swim trunks running away. One guy has a tennis racket in his hand, and these black guys running after them. And, like, camera crew going.
If you didn't know what was going on, it probably looked pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Stone Cold's getting carted into the ambulance here. We just had Tiger Ali Singh come out, which he would have.
Tiger Ali Singh.
He would have had a better career, I think. But I think it was right around the time, like when he was getting hot. It was right around the time of the tower attacks.
Oh, sure.
And kind of like just because he was like almost doing like a terrorist type angle, at the time. It kind of just put the boots to that.
Yeah, Vince is like, hey, you know what? I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, we're good.
Not your time. If they have a Tiger Ali Singh shirt today, I'm buying it.
Oh my god! I hope they have an inbox figure signed.
What actually would come to your head? It's hard to think of something that you're actually looking. But if you like
if I could find one item.
What's one item you want in your collection? If you could think,
I do want something ring worn, like some type of gear. Like a Stone Cold vest would be my number one thing that I would want. Or
that's why that's A&E show, like
when they're finding all that
treasures.
Stuff. I mean,
that's such a good show.
Maybe even like a pair of ring worn trunks or something like that. Like I should have bought that Razor Ramon set of trunks when we went to 2300 Arena the last time. I think Bud Carlson had one of those.
How you doing, Razor? Better than you, Chico.
Yeah, better pair of purple tights, and they were signed by Ramon.
That's right when he passed away.
Yep, I should have bought those, but I guess I didn't want to spend $200 on a pair of tights.
It's tough, right?
Yeah, but now I feel like, oh, here we go, the meanie. Randall supporting him right here with the BWO shirt.
I catch up with Meanie every couple weeks at Wawa in Bristol.
That is so cool.
Shout out to the Meanie, man.
Yeah, shout out to the Meanie. One hell of a guy. So nice when we meet you at the conventions all the time. I swear I buy something from the Meanie just because I love the Meanie, man. You know what I mean? I don't need another BWO shirt, but I'll take one.
Yeah, ECW, this is when, it's kind of going down in the drain. But
and the Meanie comes out here wearing the short shorts, gut out, he doesn't care.
Meanie and Draws.
There we go. Edge and Draws trying to get the Meanie out of there. Don't throw the Meanie out. Those glasses.
I just saw a sign, Meanie and Nova. So
really?
Yeah. People know who they are, man. I was just listening to I don't know what it was. One of New Jack's, like New Jack was gonna whip some dude's ass for real in ECW. I can't remember why. Who cares why?
Well, I mean, I don't think New Jack really needs a reason.
Yeah, he doesn't.
He probably just sniffed a big line, and then he comes out, and if you talk to him the wrong way, he's gonna fight you.
Just like it happened, it seems like. And it was Jack and Mustafa the Gangstas versus me and this other guy. And Jack comes over to Meanie in the locker room, and he's like, Meanie. He's like, Meanie, we're gonna whip this dude's ass, so just stay with Mustafa all night, okay? If you come near me, I'm gonna hurt you. So Meanie, stay over there. Apparently number 11's not coming out. See, I love this stuff.
Who is number 11?
I'm working out right now.
Who is it?
Oh, Big Vis. Knocking out one of the...
So it was supposed to be one of the headbangers.
One of the headbangers.
Mosh was supposed to come in, but Big Vis, or Mabel at the time here.
Mabel.
Now, I saw Mabel and Mo, the Men on a Mission, at Jordan Lane's I mean, this was probably when I was like 11 years old, and they were there with Undertaker was there with Paul Bearer. I mean, Mabel was huge when I saw him.
Look at him.
They would tell stories. I think Bruce Pritchard tells stories that Mabel would sit in his hotel room and take Viagra's and watch porn by himself.
I thought you were gonna say like eat chicken wings.
No, yeah, he would sit there and take Viagra by himself and watch porn in his hotel rooms.
Hey, he's not hurting nobody.
Nah, just himself. But hey, whatever. Here comes Big Vis. They'll probably do the big. Oh, here we go. Throwing 2 people out. They'll probably do a big spot where it takes 10 people to throw Big Vis out. Here he comes. Man, if we were doing our Royal Rumble bet thing, I would definitely have some points coming in with Mabel right here. Look at the Blue Meanie trying. The Blue Meanie just puts Mabel's hand around his own neck. He's like, just do it to me.
Meanie. Of course, we just got a shot at the Spanish announce table. Didn't stand a chance. It's all folded up here on a big pay-per-view.
Yeah, I think Rock and Mankind threw that one out of there. Oh, here comes the Road Dogg. Oh, you didn't know?
You didn't know?
This is back when they would have a match, and then they would still be in the Royal Rumble anyway later on.
Yeah. We don't have enough talent. We don't have enough.
We don't have a roster the size of the roster we have nowadays.
This is definitely back in the day when if you didn't 400 times a year, you're
Edge caught himself. Oh, now
nice
he's done. Now he's done. It's funny how the Spanish announcers are just sitting there while their table's halfway down.
Yeah.
They don't care.
Lights out. What the hell's going on? Sabu?
Is it? Where are the lights? Are they still knocked out from the Mick Foley fall? And we just had someone come in, so who's coming in now? Is it The Undertaker?
Is it? Look at us marking out right now.
I should have got a rundown. It's the
Acolytes. The Acolytes.
The Ministry.
Taken out.
Remember when Midian had a gimmick as Naked Midian, and he would just run around naked?
Really?
Yeah.
It is Taker.
Here comes Taker, man. So they took Big Vis out. Uh-oh. Looks like they're going to sacrifice Big Vis now.
Dude, how cool is, Ministry of Darkness?
He joined the Ministry then.
Look at him, dude. Maybe this is why Meltzer didn't give it 4 stars.
Because Mabel didn't win?
Yeah. What do you think he's telling Mabel right now?
Oh, you're going to be Big Vis. And you're going to be in the Ministry.
Undertaker, my boy.
It's like, Undertaker, my boy. It's like a gang. He's got to get beaten into the Ministry, I guess. Okay. Mabel trying to battle back. But it's 3-on-1. So is The Undertaker even in the match? Or, was this just storyline plot to basically...
I don't know.
Oh, Farouk
just got down.
Road Dogg's over here throwing up the X. So Road Dogg's in the ring by himself right now.
New Age Outlaws, man. DX and obviously.
What's he got in his hand there? He just picked something up off the floor. Oh, okay.
Peanut.
I thought he was about to take it. Maybe Soma fell out of somebody's pocket. He was like, hell yeah, I'll take this.
New Age Outlaws. Oh, here we go.
No.
Gangrel, baby. Gangrel's still going strong. I feel bad for him, though. He's always banged up.
Yeah.
These poor guys.
They got to get Gangrel out here twice so he can hear the Brood's music 2 times in a show. You know what I mean?
Look at the front row.
They're going nuts.
If you could go back to any show from back in the day, what would you go?
And go to it live?
Go to it.
Oh, I almost think maybe WrestleMania 15. That would have been cool because I was right there in Philly. That would have been cool.
But Austin on top.
Obviously, WrestleMania 17 would be a sweet one to be at.
I always say I'd want to go see WrestleMania 17. Probably is going to be my pick, or one of the one night stands. Yeah, I thought those were such cool shows.
Oh, if you could be in the building for that Cena Rob Van Dam match. When Cena takes the shirt off and throws it into the crowd, they throw it back at him. As a fan, I get where you're coming from, but I wouldn't have thrown it back.
I would take my shirt off, throw my shirt off.
I could not let that go for the collection.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that T-shirt, you could frame it and sell it. But yeah, those fans, they hated Cena that night, and that just proves how bad they. I think that happened twice. He threw it back.
Yeah. Oh, a couple times.
Oh,
another one of the oddities.
Here comes Kurgan.
Look at that gimmick. Like you
everybody's
yeah,
slaying
look
the
at they
Irony
love
song,
it.
man.
They love it.
Look at the stupid hat he's got on his head, like an aviator hat.
Looks like your fanny pack.
I love the tie-dye t-shirt and the tie-dye pants, though. Little tribute to the dude. Dude! That was only two, dude. One of the coolest guys I know. Well, I don't really know him, but...
Dude, if you're listening, man, we need you on the podcast.
Boom! Big sidewalk slam from Kurgan. Kurgan came in before as part of the Truth Commission, which is like this weird group. Don Callis was like their mouthpiece. I mean, if there's one person I do not like, it's definitely got to be Don Callis.
I didn't know he was ever in the WWF.
Yeah, I don't know if he wrestled per se. I think he was their mouthpiece.
Was that this time?
It was before this.
Okay.
Because Kurgan was like this...
Because he was big in
This
WWF.
big legit guy. I guess.
As he played like part of the network or whatever.
Yeah. I just don't like him, and I just don't know why he's even in AEW right now. It's like this whole thing with him and Jericho, and how Jericho's... I mean, I guess they're longtime friends, but I mean, maybe he's done a lot of stuff behind the scenes for the wrestling business, but
Right.
I just don't see it.
What'd you think of...
But that's just me. Oh, here comes Al Snow.
What does everybody want?
Mick Foley's favorite wrestler.
What'd you think of SummerSlam?
Oh, SummerSlam was badass, dude. Quick before SummerSlam, I was just listening to Conrad and Foley on Foley's pod, and they were talking about Mick Foley's tag team partners. Which one was his favorite? Like Rock, or he asked like, which one was your favorite, Kane or Al Snow? And Foley was like, well, honestly, probably Al Snow, because he always made me feel better about myself.
yeah. They always
He's like, when it was me and The Rock and me and Kane, it was like we were both the number one guys. But when it was me and Al Snow, I was number one. He always rips into Al Snow. SummerSlam, though, Brock Lesnar versus Cody Rhodes, probably the match of the night for me. I mean, they put on a great performance. I know Drew and Gunther put on a good match too, but just like the story and like... It was just good. I mean, Cody just getting manhandled. Yeah. And I mean, he would get thrown to the outside and like...
Stay down, Cody. Stay down.
Brock's just yelling at him, and then Cody comes back and hits him with 3 crossroads. Yeah. Splits his pants.
Yeah.
I mean, just a great match. And then he gives him the heroes, whatever you want to call it, raising Cody's hand.
The Hogan Rock spot.
Yeah, Hogan Rock spot. Then you have Cena did that with who did Cena just do that with? I forget. But it's so good to see that, you know? And it's like they had 3 good matches together at this end of their feud. Cody comes out on top, looking strong. Here comes Goldust.
Andre did it for Hogan. Hogan did it for Rock.
You'll never forget the name
Goldust.
of
Remember when Goldust was doing
the Tourette's thing?
Yeah.
When he got electrocuted or whatever by Randy Orton.
That was like peak my era. Ooh, 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 ooh.
So stupid.
Intercontinental.
So good. So freaking good.
And then
give me head. Ryan likes men. Give me head on that side.
Logan and Ricochet. Dude, Logan Paul has no business being that good.
No, I mean, yeah, that match was actually really good.
Think about this. So this is how green Logan Paul is. Like earlier, maybe in the year or last year, right after he did that WrestleMania thing with The Miz, Diamond Dallas Page was there. And Diamond was like, hey, Logan, let's take a picture. And he put up the cutter. And Logan didn't want to do it because he thought it was a gang sign. He's like, he didn't know what the diamond cutter was. And he's like going to WrestleMania. But now he's like invested himself into what wrestling is.
He's actually been pretty damn good in the ring. I mean, that match with Ricochet, that was a good match.
Yeah, a ball buster.
And I was kind of thinking like, oh, look at this. He's about to give him the curtain call. I was thinking like, how is this match going to end? I was like, I think Logan Paul needs to win this match, but I don't think they're going to do it clean. And then I don't know who came in and gave him the brass knucks, but
I can't even remember.
That was definitely a good way to end that match.
Yeah. It was one of his buddies. Jumped the guardrail, gave him the knucks.
Oh, here comes the Godfather.
Train.
Woo!
He's only got 2 hoes with him.
Pimp Daddy, Mac Daddy.
Something tells me I'm gonna the train's gonna grow here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
How about when he comes back in 02?
Keep calling him out.
Yeah. Shout out to the archives.
Shout out to the archives.
He just kept coming back.
Okay, here we go.
Everybody aboard.
It takes him the whole 2 minutes to get down to the ring.
That's right.
Oh, here we go. That's not enough. Or no. He's just giving his stuff. He wants to get down to that ring.
What a cool dude.
He is so freaking cool. I just remember when we met him, and I asked him, I was like, man, Godfather, what do you got to do to be like out there hanging out in the parking lot smoking with you? I was like, I saw your Instagram video. He's like, brother, all you got to do is just be there.
Yeah.
I was like, if I would have known that, I would have freaking came over. Here we go. The smoke train.
That would be a bad idea to get there early on like the next Icons that is good and go park back there. Dude, and just sit back there in the parking lot.
And just wait.
I don't want to mark out. They probably hate that.
Well, whatever. You know us. I'll mark out anywhere. We mark out at Triple Dub A, so
that's true.
We play the wrestlers' theme songs while they're sitting there in the parking lot just to get some type of reaction.
Oh, Master P.
Oh, dude.
Shout out to Dog Nation.
I'm so mad I haven't seen Dog Nation in like 3 months.
They could be all elite.
They could be. If I would see them on AEW, I would freaking mark the hell out, dude. Oh, here we go.
Another lights out spot. Number 18. Is this Kane?
In. What's this? It's gotta be Kane.
It is Kane. There's nothing better than the Rumble. Dude, the Rumble is such a good... When was the first Rumble? 88?
88. Hacksaw Jim Duggan won it.
What a great idea.
I think it was Pat Patterson's idea.
I hate how...
Yeah.
I hate how lately, though, like, they'll advertise the guys that are making big comebacks. Don't do that.
Yeah,
we're going to watch anyway.
You got to keep that as a pop. I mean,
and why are they doing that now with the network? We already paid for it, so it's not like you're trying to draw people to buy it to see Cody Rhodes come back at 30.
Yeah.
Like, you could have let it... I don't know.
Yeah, when they didn't... I like how they didn't announce Cody Rhodes. I mean, everyone pretty much knew.
But they announced,
Cody
like,
Rhodes,
Batista and Years coming back.
Yeah, why would you do that? I mean,
Ronda Rousey's going to come back.
One of my best or favorite parts of the Royal Rumble for me. Oh, look at this big choke slam.
That's what it's all about. It's all about the surprises.
It's like you get that one good pop.
Yeah.
That one good surprise or...
Bubba Ray.
Oh,
in Philly.
Dude, when he came out in Philly, that was so good. And that's a perfect place to do. Oh, here they are. They're
trying to put Kane in the white coats.
Here's a bunch of indie wrestlers.
Yeah.
How cool would that be?
Let's see if we can. There's got to be someone that made it, or that we know. Probably not.
Yeah, I'm trying to look, but I don't
think that was
see
Teddy
anybody.
Long. Is that Butterbean? Was this Brawl for All time too?
I think Brawl for All was before this, but right around this time.
Bro.
Lulu. Bro.
Now, what's WCW doing at this time?
Bro, we should have them go out there and box each other.
Yeah, bro. We should have Hogan, Booker T's going over. Not going to work for me, brother. Was Finger Poke of Doom? Or that's not... No, what was the Jeff Jarrett Hogan?
That was the Finger Poke of Doom, yeah.
No, Jarrett wasn't... No, Hogan didn't know about it, apparently. And Jeff just came out and laid down.
Oh, yeah.
That was Bash at the Beach,
The Finger Poke of Doom, I think, was...
That was planned.
That was Kevin Nash and Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Look at McMahon coming back out.
Oh, Vince is back now.
He's got a sweatshirt on now. Uh-oh.
Look at Ken.
Dude, he looks pretty pissed off right there. Look at McMahon. He's like, I'm getting out of here. But I think Ken Shamrock's in the corporation, isn't he?
Vince is in his
this time?
His $28.99 crew neck.
Yeah,
now.
Look at him in his cheap-ass sweatshirt. You know what I mean? Take that shirt off. I want to see that chest again.
God damn it!
I want to see those muscles. He's got a puke.
Shano.
What's this?
Oh, now he's going to commentate.
Oh, here we go. Cole and Jerry Lawler. 2 awesome 316 shirts right there.
Yeah, man. That's probably the best seat in the house, right behind the announce.
Oh, dude. Remember when we had those seats at 2300 Arena right behind the announce desk and they went through the table?
Oh, Buddy Murphy.
Right
and I missed it.
They set the table up and then the announcers pulled it back.
Yeah, and they almost didn't go through.
Missed it, yeah.
Buddy Matthews just got married to or engaged to Rhea.
Yeah, Rhea Ripley.
And Rhea Ripley's always on the other channel, like, me and Dom are fucking. You know, it's just like...
And here she is engaged with
someone
else.
Over is Dominic goddamn Mysterio?
Dude, I don't understand.
I mean, I boo-boo faced him. I hated him.
And
now he goes like this, and the whole crowd doesn't even let him talk.
It's crazy, dude. He is definitely the heat magnet right now. Because it's just people just don't like him. And then it's like, then they put him with Rhea. What's this? What the hell is he doing?
Well, he got submitted by... he's got to sell the ankle lock. That's good booking
Like,
right there.
good storyline right here. So they had the match earlier in the
And now
night,
they're back.
and now they're the only two in the ring at the moment. Well, McMahon, but Daddy Ass. He put his boots in the ring, I guess, a couple weeks ago, huh?
Yeah, I'd like to see him retire on a
Remember when we
pay-per-view.
met him and he was like, "Yeah, you could suck it."
yeah, he was. Yeah.
Good back suplex there.
Well, what a tough bit. Like, you think these guys are literally in the locker room with the toughest guys in the world, like, ribbing each other. And then to like, be a civilian and meet us, you got to make fun of, like, regular people.
Come on. Yeah. If Billy Gunn wants to make fun of me, he can do it all he wants.
I watched SummerSlam, and as soon as I turned it on and watching the WWE's production, I can't help but think, man, like, they're just leaps and bounds over AEW.
Yeah.
And then, like, Van Dam comes back, and it sucks, man. It sucks the air out of me as a fan to see the not the hard camera shot of the crowd. Like, why is it so? I wish they would just do smaller arenas.
They should.
Takes away seeing shots like that. It takes away the whole thing for me. I don't know.
They did a Dynamite at the Prudential Center where we saw full gear. I mean, that's
they run
a pay-per-view.
15,000 seat arenas and they sell 8,000 tickets.
Yeah, they should just be
do
doing
smaller shows.
5,000 arena seats. You know what I mean?
It'll make the show better.
Yeah, just like ECW, small building,
Yes,
but it's packed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the crowd's hot, you know what I mean? Oh, here comes Test.
Where are we at here, Chris? Are we in the 20s yet?
I think Test was number 19. So we got the Ministry about to shove Mabel into the hearse.
Into the hearse.
They're going to put Mabel into a hearse.
Damn it.
Is that a hearse?
I always love a good hearse spot.
I'd love to have one of those.
A hearse. Maybe we can buy a hearse today.
Oh my god! Imagine if they had like a pallbearer driven hearse.
Now you'll get a figure. What figure are you looking for?
Oh man!
Do you know they have some old school? Dude, shout out Suplex Vintage Wrestling.
Yep, we're gonna be there. We're gonna be there.
Anthony
live.
Blackwell is the one that it was on his stuff. So
sweet. Shout out to ABJ. I love ABJ.
That's pretty good.
Austin's back. Is he
Look at
driving,
Vince.
Is he
Vince
driving the ambulance himself? Stone Cold. You know, Stone Cold probably got to drive the
Look
most.
at Vince. He's gonna do the goal.
He probably drove the most random vehicles.
That's what they said. I forget. Yeah.
Cement truck.
It was Bruce on someone's pod. Maybe it was just him and Conrad. And he's like, that's how we booked. We were like, what ridiculous thing can Austin do tonight?
That's like the whole, every Monday night was the same thing. They were just trying to one-up what Austin did the week
Here
before.
comes Steve.
Here he comes. You ain't going to put me down.
In an ambulance.
Oh, God.
From the bathroom floor to the ambulance.
McMahon goes from gulping to looking pissed, like he's gonna do something.
He's probably gonna do the.
Oh,
this is awesome. Look at the crowd.
The crowd loves this dude.
And it's funny because Vince is like the most unathletic, and then there's Shamrock. It's good. Like, this is how you do it.
Vince has Shamrock and Test in there, both
pure,
part of the corporation.
You know what that is, dude? That's classic heel stuff.
Classic heel stuff. But here comes the Boss Man. I don't know if he even is in the match. I think he just came out to. That was a pretty missed punch there by Boss Man. Yeah, he's not even in the match. There's still $100,000. I forgot that. There's $100,000 on Austin's head here to whoever throws him out. So that's why Boss Man's not in the Royal Rumble, but he doesn't care. He's out here trying to get that
check.
Trying to get that $100K.
That Vincent Kennedy McMahon briefcase. So this is WrestleMania 15, right? This is the Rumble before
Rock
that?
Austin?
Or is this WrestleMania? Well, no. Okay, so 14 is...
No, this would be WrestleMania 2000.
Okay.
Because this is 99. Or is this or this is probably January. So no, this is WrestleMania 15.
This was in January 24th.
Yeah, so
nice,
this
Big
is,
Hard. You know your shit. You really do know your shit.
Well, sometimes, you know.
Oh, here comes Hunter.
If there's one thing I know about, it's wrestling.
If he's not going to do business, we're going to do business for him.
I am the game.
Speaking of big noses, you know what Arn Anderson calls Flair? Beak.
Oh yeah. Imagine if we ever meet Flair, we call him Beak.
Yeah.
What's up, Beak?
Probably chop us.
Oh, God.
I'd pay $100 to
If
get
I
chopped.
could get a chop from Ric Flair, yeah. I'll pay him whatever he wants. The boss man coming in, giving out some hard time. Uh-oh. Think boss man has a chance of eliminating Austin here?
I always like the guys in the Rumble that have literally no shot of winning. You know,
Boss man's just throwing his head into Austin's abdomen there.
like, guess who won the Royal Rumble last night? Test.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, like in this Rumble, there's only
So many fillers.
There's only two people that can honestly win this Royal Rumble if you actually look at all 30.
Right.
Mr. McMahon and Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Right.
And basically, it's Stone Cold Steve Austin, unless there's some type of shenanigans going on here.
It's crazy that because I think when you look at who's the
Austin
biggest,
does a great elbow drop.
oh yeah, biggest stars ever, it's Hogan and Austin. But Hogan did it for like almost 40 years. Austin did it for like 5.
Yeah, and he is almost bigger. Than
Yeah,
Hogan,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hello, lady.
Choppy.
Choppy. Hello, lady.
That was such a good episode of Raw. I remember him being tied up, and they have him sitting there with his member on the table, and Kai and ties.
Look at the guys in the crowd with the towels, and they're doing. That's awesome. Like, weren't fans back in the day just better?
Definitely. I mean, you would go to shows like this. And,
Imagine doing that today. People would be like, "Are you harassing me?"
oh God, don't do that.
Shout out Caitlin Kelly. She's on the Hard&Soft Pro Wrestling podcast.
Whoa, headed to the gym.
She's trying to sneak out of here. I won't let it happen. She geeked out. She was like, "That's too big time for me. I can't. I want to be on the Hard&Soft Pro." So there's
too many viewers.
over 150 subscribers.
Oh my
Hit
God.
that subscribe button.
Hit that subscribe
We
button.
always, you know, it's funny, like, you always hear podcast people do that, and you're like, okay, like and subscribe. But it helps, man. Like, it makes you
Yeah,
feel
because
good.
I mean, if you could like this video, please go ahead. And if you could subscribe if you're not, please go ahead.
It's not like we check daily.
No, I don't check like every 4 hours on our YouTube page to see if we have any new viewers. Yeah, no, not at all. I would never.
There's been so
God
many
damn.
texts back and forth. 101.
Yeah.
We finally got it.
152.
Yeah,
153.
Yeah.
Every viewer we get or subscriber we get, we're texting each other. But you know what I mean? It's
She's
big
back.
time,
She's
man.
back.
It's big time, baby. Here comes X-Pac. X-Pac! Dun, dun. Tell us what to do.
So, do you remember as a fan the 1-2-3 Kid and Razor rivalry?
Oh, that was like right when Raw was starting, 93, I think, back then. I mean, I watched every Monday night.
Welcome
and
to Monday Night Raw.
that was such a crazy moment when he freaking beat Razor Ramon.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And he runs out with the cash.
Yeah, well, he got knocked out.
Yeah,
he hit
did
his head or something.
I think he did a back or a moonsault off the top to the outside.
And slammed his head.
Slammed his head on the ground.
And Scott Hall would say that, like, at the end, X-Pac somehow hit the perfect moonsault, got the 1-2-3, and then he had to get the cash and run. And he didn't know where he was. And Scott Hall, like, Razor's like, "You're gonna kill my gimmick." Like, run! He's like, "Get the money!" You could hear him say that. Get the money and run, or else
He
I'm gonna
gets
have to
that
blast
moonsault
him.
and gets the knee right in Razor's head. And I mean, I love Scott Hall in WCW, but I mean, Razor Ramon in
dude.
WWF was, I mean,
Better
was
than you, Chico.
one of the best gimmicks ever. I mean, and every match he had was so good. I mean,
Yeah. There's no one cooler.
than
Like, when
Scott Hall.
all he would do, he would do this, and then he'd do this, and then he'd do this.
There's nothing.
But it was just, and then
There's nobody that's cooler
Yeah.
than freaking Scott Hall. I'm telling
he's
you.
one of my favorites, man, honestly.
And honestly, remember he actually killed somebody
Yeah.
before he wrestled.
That's
like,
kind of what started his whole
when he was a
downfall.
bouncer, I think.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
that really
It's
weighed on his
sexual,
mind.
baby.
Oh god,
Sexual chocolate. Where's Mae Young at?
I remember seeing something. Maybe it was when Jake Roberts and Scott Hall would come out and be all jacked up. I remember being like, man, they're gonna die. And it's crazy that DDP was able to do what he did with those guys.
DDP.
DDP was one of my favorites. He's one of my favorite guys to play in video games. You know, you have those guys. Like for me, it's Randy Orton and
Oh yeah, Randy Orton. It's like if I get a new wrestling game, Randy Orton is usually who I play as first.
Yeah, to see his entrance.
Yep. The Viper. What's Boss Man still doing in here?
yeah.
I mean,
is this before or after the hand?
This is beforehand.
This is beforehand.
Yeah, this is still kind of like...
If they have a hand today, I'm getting a hand.
Oh, God, imagine. It's Mark Henry's son.
What the fuck was that?
I think it was just...
Hey, wrestling marks,
dude. They didn't know
dude.
what to pull out until they pull out a hand. I mean...
Next time you say, oh, that storyline didn't make sense, remember back in these days.
Go back and look at that, or go back and watch the Katie Vick storyline.
Oh, God.
I mean... Kane actually had sex with a dead woman in a casket. Or Triple H did. I forget which one did.
Yeah.
I think Kane was the high school boyfriend of her. That
It's all about characters, though, right, Chris? Like, for me, it's still all about characters, and it's the business is so switched. Like, not every match.
Oh,
Double
here we
J.
go. Don't piss me off. Now, actually, back here, Double J was like peak Double J for me.
Yeah.
He's coming out with Deborah, and I mean... How nervous do you have to be to come out with Stone Cold's wife, holding Stone Cold's wife's
She
hand?
looks pretty real tight, huh?
And I know they didn't even get along, Stone Cold and Jeff Jarrett. Because
really?
I remember Stone Cold was supposed to wrestle him, and he was saying, like, he needs to be a bigger star to wrestle me.
Well, he was on Broken Skull, and that's how they started it. They started it with, like, do we have heat? And they're both like, no, we don't have any heat.
Yeah, not any heat anymore, but I think back in the day they did. Yeah. And this was, Stone Cold's pissed off during this time. He's injured. You know what I mean? He's got backstage issues going on that, with Deborah and everything like that. So,
it got pretty crazy.
Yeah.
For Austin.
It's so funny how, like, we look at that and, like, Austin made all this money, but he was only really wrestling. He wrestled years and years before he came to WWF. But, I mean, when he came here and started the Stone Cold Steve Austin character, it was like a 3 to 4 year run of actual wrestling. Like, or 97 to, like, 2002, I think. So, like a 5-year run. But the amount of stuff that he did in that time is just incredible.
And that's why he was such a, like, he didn't want to let his spot go.
No.
Because you work...
He worked
10,
for that
12,
spot.
15 years before you get it. And then it's like...
And he's I think he's basically the reason WWF made it.
100%. 100%.
If they didn't have a Stone Cold, I mean, they might still be around today, but it would not be what it is today. I don't think they would have bought I don't think WCW would have went out of business, you know what I mean? Because this product was just too hot.
Well, if you look at it, they had the 83 weeks. Austin.
Oh!
D-Lo.
Hit him, D-Lo.
I use the same chest protector in college baseball.
Yo, if they have a chest protector, if they have a D-Lo chest protector.
Is that Terry Runnels?
Terry Runnels, yep, and Miss Jackie.
My favorite.
Yo, D'Lo Brown was such a cool guy, too, when we met him. I mean, let us hold the European title.
Look at Terry, good Lord.
Well, her nipples
this
are out.
Attitude
she doesn't
Era.
even have a brawl on underneath that
pay-per-view
shirt.
baby. I can't believe Peacock.
Yeah. I'm surprised they didn't edit that out.
Yeah, they must have missed that.
I'm surprised they don't even cross off the WWF logo, too, because I know they used to.
What are you going to do, though? You're going to blur it everywhere?
Yeah, I know. It sucks to do that. But I know they did it
Shout
a
out those
couple times.
pandas.
Thanks a lot, World Wildlife.
Yeah.
Whoa! Holy crap! That was a throw out toss by a freaking big boss. I guess Boss Man is in the match. I remember him coming out, but I don't remember him actually being
nice bump
an
by
entrant.
Austin. Not. Look at. You think Vince is on commentary saying, "Kill him, 100,000.
He's gonna puke. You're fired."
What's Jeff Jarrett's famous song? I forget it.
Spend my days working hard on the go, but the hands on the clock keep spinning too slow. I can't wait to be alone with my baby tonight.
Nice. There's stuff we gotta get our spots.
My baby's got me wrapped around her little finger. Jeff Jarrett was good, man. Ain't I great? Ain't I
Double
great?
J.
Freaking love it, man.
Some kids on the hard camera with a turban on.
Such good wrestling
Sabu.
here. I like to go back and watch some of these Monday Night Raws from back then.
Oh yeah,
like the Monday Night Raw before this.
If we had all the time in the world, wouldn't it be cool to do like one a night?
That would be so good.
Like go through the whole year. That's a lot of ads for me to watch.
Big Lou Thez Press.
That's a lot of soft studio ads to watch.
Oof.
Where are we at here, Chris? 20. We got to be in the 20s.
Here comes number 29.
Okay, all right.
Number 29, and there goes Jeff Jarrett.
Who's it going to be?
Triple H. Good job.
Oh!
Enough is enough. If they have an enough is enough shirt,
Oh, yeah, dude.
that is a shirt that I can freaking get down with.
Suplex, dude, order it now. We're coming. We'll be there in an hour.
What am I, a road sign?
yeah.
Dude, the DX impression, or the DX
Yeah.
mocking the Nation of Domination.
Isn't
One of
X-Pac
the
D-Lo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, this sandwich tastes like shit, but I'm gonna eat it anyway.
Mark Henry. Jesus.
Oh, God.
I was in the bathroom, and you should have smelled what The Rock was baking. The brother's baking.
And he's like, I'm not faking. You should smell what The Rock was baking.
Yeah.
Look at this, throws the water on McMahon.
Right on McMahon's two-pack. God damn it. Oh, Vincent Kennedy.
Pitcher of ice cold water. Hello, ladies.
Oh, Vince.
Oh, I would definitely be trying to get on camera behind
Oh,
Vince
my
there.
God. I'd be trying.
Right.
Yeah,
I'd be pulling my nipples out.
look at how big a rate. Dude, the WWF's been doing it forever. Like, we just did 92.
Yeah.
79,000 at a wrestling show.
And they're about to have another show at that same...
At Wembley.
that
They just
same
passed.
arena.
They just passed the all-time attendance record.
Yeah, well, times are different today.
It's crazy. I can't
The
believe
arena might be set up differently.
Dude,
you know what I mean?
are they really not going to do Punk and Omega?
I think they have to.
Like, can they not work together that much?
Because, honestly... for
China
me-
number 30.
Hell yeah. Would you take a nut shot from China?
That is still my favorite intro.
Yeah, MJF versus Adam Cole does nothing for me. And I mean, I like both. Adam Cole is not a main event wrestler, dude. Like, I get it.
I know.
You like him, or people like him, and he's
I just
relatable.
I do like their story.
Oh, their story is definitely good.
Did you see last week? So, let me just say this. They're going to wrestle on before the show, whatever that is, the
they're
8
not
o'clock
wrestling
hour
there?
or whatever. No, they're gonna wrestle in the main event, and they're still buddies, right? They haven't done the turn yet, but they're gonna wrestle for the ROH tag team titles at like 7 o'clock, the 0 hour they call it.
Ugh.
But okay,
Here we go. We have to deal with the Ring of Honor
but
titles.
here's why I kind of dig it, because they're gonna do the turn there. So if you haven't bought the pay-per-view,
that
now
might entice you to
now
buy
you
it.
got to see the main event because they just did this big thing. I kind of like it.
I like MJF's line against Adam Cole on Wednesday, though. He said, "You're so white and skinny that if Hogan would have snorted you in the 80s."
Oh my God.
So good. And then he ripped Roderick Strong. Like,
Yeah.
he completely tore... And I don't like Roderick Strong anyway. But, I mean, he's got no chance doing anything ever again after the way MJF just ripped him down. You bland bitch. My God, dude. He literally... MJF is great on the mic. And I do like MJF, and I sort of like Adam Cole. But, I mean, the one thing I hate about Adam Cole is that Panama Sunrise move is so stupid. The guy's bent over. You're on the top rope. You jump off, land on your feet, and then put it... Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. But if they don't do Punk and Omega... And I don't understand why they can't just start announcing matches. Like, it has to be this, we sold it out without announcing matches. You would have sold it out no matter if you announced the matches or not. I mean,
well, Samoa Joe is going to go against Punk
at that show.
Yeah, for the real AEW championship. What do you think about that?
I like that. I like that.
And nice stunner by us.
Hell
but they do that. Like, have you ever seen anyone spray paint a title in black?
Well, NWO.
Yeah, it was the same thing.
Yeah, it was definitely badass. I like how he put the X over it, instead of putting like CM or on or something like that. It is definitely cool, but they definitely need to have that match with MJF and Punk again. I feel like that should be the match at this Wembley show. I mean,
I don't know why they're not doing
show, that should be the match.
What are they waiting for?
I guess it's because MJF's already in the storyline with Adam Cole, and they want to finish that up.
No, I get that. I get that.
And maybe they want to build to the match, but they're not doing anything to build to the match. And honestly,
they have the matches there, but it's just crazy that every match revolves Punk.
Yeah, and Kenny Omega versus Punk doesn't really even do it for me.
It does for me because
I just want to see it because of all the bullshit behind it.
Do you think it was at all work?
I feel like it almost.
I honestly think
Like I think Punk was pissed. Like
he
Punk was
tore his
definitely
tricep.
pissed.
He tore his tricep, and he was going to go away
Yeah.
for a year.
So I mean, he has to stir up some kind of controversy.
So I'm wondering if Tony Khan was like, "Dude, let's do this thing at the press." I don't know.
If they don't do the match, it's all been wasted for nothing. You know what I mean? It's all for nothing.
But I'm just wondering, like, can they really just not work together? Like, are they that much babies?
They can't be. I mean, come on. If that's the case, then neither one of them.
If that's the
should be in
case, then
ring.
Cornette's right.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Honestly, I mean, that doesn't make sense to me.
And now the Bucks went over to the Hardy Boys to open the show at Dynamite. Now it's going to be Bucks and FTR.
The Bucks will beat every tag team possible. You know what I mean? That doesn't make sense. I don't understand why they
like, woo. Okay, so he does a backflip through the ropes and then does the moonsault. We get it.
Yeah.
What else do they do?
Awesome, bro.
Fuck the Bucks.
Oh,
and fuck all you fans for boo-boo face and Punk. Well, I guess they still boo-boo face Punk, so I can't really say that.
Yeah, they still do. But, I mean, they cheered him the first night because they loved him.
He's better. That's why.
You think D'Lo Brown's going to throw
What do you think he said?
out and get this?
Goddamn, son.
Hey, if you throw me over, we'll split that $100,000. I'll still get the WrestleMania main event. Doesn't matter.
Well, goddamn, son, I'm pissed off. What are you pissed off about? Goddamn, the FedEx from let's go talk about it. What can I say? What can I say? Say anything. It's ECW. Just at the end, say you want to beat Mikey Whipwreck up.
Yeah.
Well, goddamn, what can I do that?
Stone Cold goes there and puts over Mikey Whipwreck. Like, what a
Shout out to
man.
Paul Heyman. I can't wait to see you get put in the Hall of Fame in Philly this year, man.
And this is before, or this is after Austin broke his neck.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there goes Owen Hart. He
here.
gets his revenge on Owen Hart for breaking his neck.
That was a weird thing.
That was.
You gonna go to your ass? Don't you think you should go to your knees?
Yeah, and he thought it was a rib the whole day, and then he went to his ass and broke his freaking neck.
I don't know.
Whoa! Look at the boss man. Here goes D'Lo with the lowdown. Whoa!
Nice.
That's a good frog splash.
What'd you think about Rob Van Dam coming back?
That was definitely cool. But
His tilt-a-whirl leg drop off the guardrail was crazy.
Yeah, that was so good. Oh!
I almost didn't make it.
Get out of there,
he
boss
goes.
man. Here we go. Stone Cold. Stone Cold. It's down to two people. Stone Cold and Vince McMahon.
God.
Number 1 and number 2.
Goddamn, son.
Someone just threw something at McMahon.
Get in the ring. We're on the Hard&Soft podcast 24 years later. We got to get on here.
We got to get it. Hey, if you're not hard, you're soft, Vince. Stone Cold jumps over the table.
Now you're damn right. God damn it.
Hit him. He's choking him with the headphone wire.
Who do we think we are? We did the old, you're not here spot.
Yeah. Who do we think we are? we are the Hard&Soft pro wrestling podcast.
Shot behind the scenes, behind the curtain. We'll put the curtain back. I was like, just go sit on the other side of the couch for a minute.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I wasn't even supposed to be here today.
God
I don't know how I got here. You're the corporate announcer.
.420 is big pimpin'. Look at the security. Look at how hard the security's working. Keeping them back.
Security's working hard tonight.
God damn, don't let him touch me. God damn it.
Austin's about to just manhandle Vince McMahon here.
You know Vince can take a shot.
Vince will definitely take the shot.
You think he gigs it after this? Does Vince get color in this one? Oh my God! Jesus! Vince McMahon.
Vince McMahon, a 53-year-old
Let's see if the ref hands him a blade here in a minute. I think he's handing him the blade right there, probably.
He just went down. Here you go, Vince. Cut yourself with this. Or do you need Austin to go in and do it for you?
Look at Vince. It's like he's taking a nappy.
And Austin's just jaw-jacking him. That was a brutal chair shot.
God damn. Yeah, Vince don't. He don't fuck. Look at the guy dressed up as the Godfather in the.
Oh God, I love it.
Mexicans 316.
Toss the ball.
What a time in
top,
wrestling, man.
Oh, this is. If you were here live, this would be a great show to be at live, man.
I forget how.
I
I wish I was definitely
eliminated
born
here.
born in like the 80s, so I can grow up in the 90s.
It was a good time to be alive. The fallen CEO of a fortunate company.
Oh, the low blow.
Uh-oh.
Would you take a low blow from China?
You're damn right I will.
I like how the Titantrons back in the day, it was just a circular entrance and then the emblem. Like, that's all they had.
That's all they needed.
That's all they needed.
You don't need a big entrance video. Now today they have the freaking big 3D graphics.
Which is
that come
crazy.
up, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously,
I like their
arena,
Titantron.
but...
It's just pure the screen. I do like that. What do you think Mania's going to look like?
Stunner! Dude? Oh, God, dude. Lincoln Financial Field is going to look amazing for Mania. I can't wait. Uh-oh, here goes Stone Cold. Stone Cold. Stone Cold. Toss him over the top.
I know some people are waiting for tickets. Like, they're like, I'm going to wait till the prices go down. Dude, it's going to...
Prices are never going to go down.
No, they're going to
go
up
and up and up.
And they might, like, I don't know how StubHub and Ticketmaster, like, I guess they'll never sell out. You could always buy tickets. People are always going to be selling them. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true, but I mean, they're never going to go down at this point. I mean,
oh, here comes Rock.
Uh-oh. I forgot that Rock comes down.
That's a great looking title, too.
That is.
The Big Eagle.
Yeah, I do like that. That belt actually is pretty damn nice.
The three biggest names in wrestling right there. Rock, Austin, McMahon. What a time. And look at, they're selling it nice.
Stone Cold's trying to play
look at Rock. He's like, Vince, get the hell up, dude.
Yeah, like, stop fucking selling it.
We're going to drag this out.
Like, Stone Cold's like, how long do I got to bend over and fucking jaw jack you?
Look at the crowd, too. The crowd knows
here we go.
Look at the crowd.
Oh, this is so good. So good.
And Vince goes right to selling.
And Stone Cold is just beside himself.
And Rock's part of the corporation at this time, right?
Yep.
What a
We're
great
going to
story.
get the main event at WrestleMania 15, Rock versus Mr. McMahon.
yeah.
Actually, I think this is the month before the next month they do the St. Valentine's Day Massacre.
God.
Cage match where Big Show comes up and actually throws Austin into the cage. The cage breaks, which allows Austin to.
Was that supposed to happen?
And win. Yeah, I think that's how it was planned. But then that gives Austin the title match against Rock at WrestleMania 15. Now we got Austin and Rock fighting to the back, and McMahon just laying on the ground. The winner of the 1999 Royal Rumble.
Officially.
And Austin won 3 Royal Rumbles, and he basically won this one too. So, I mean, you can almost give Austin.
So, what's the main event of this? It's isn't it Foley, Rock, and Big Show in the main event?
No, this is going up to 15. So, this is
it was 15?
Rock Austin, yeah.
Okay.
Yep, next year. Oh, Pat Powder's at a bed.
Look at Shane in his big leather jacket.
Look at Gerald Briscoe holding up McMahon.
Yeah.
You did it, boss. You did it.
And wasn't this like they would do vignettes of Vince training and Shane was his trainer?
Yep.
The Rocky.
Yep.
The Rocky
so
vignettes.
good. So good. I'm glad you
Goddamn Austin!
Austin! I'm glad you sat down with us, Nation. This is a great Royal Rumble.
Yeah, man.
Obviously, you probably had a great time watching along with us. I hope you did.
If not, man, if there's one guy listening to us driving into work in the morning, we won.
We won, man.
We won. That was
that one guy might be me. I don't know.
yeah, it's both of
knows?
us. Yeah, they're looking at him. They're looking at him. What's going on? What's going on in wrestling right now? So we got Wembley coming up. SummerSlam just happened. What's the next WWF pay-per-view?
Payback.
Oh, Payback.
Yeah, which is probably going to be a throwaway.
They have a Payback T-shirt on my butt.
They're probably not even going to have a Roman Reigns match at that pay-per-view. I guarantee it. Supposedly he got injured during the SummerSlam match.
Did he really?
Yeah, but I don't know what the extent of the.
He was out at
injury
SmackDown last night.
Look at him throwing in beers to the corporation. What a great.
What beer do you think Vince drinks?
He definitely drinks Coors Light.
Coors Light and protein.
It
is Coors Light. It is Coors Light. Well, what an episode, dude.
What an episode.
Hard&Soft live in the Hard&Soft studios.
We're going to be heading out to the Suplex Vintage Wrestling store right now.
Shout out to y'all.
Get our day on, maybe get a grub session going on. I could go for a piece of pizza or maybe a cheesesteak.
Maybe a cheesesteak. Whiskey.
What?
Beer.
What?
Another beer.
What?
Jalapeno burger.
What?
Applebee's.
What?
That's all I got. How did they do that for minutes?
And I only got one thing to say to the nation.
What is it?
I got one thing to say to you. If you're not hard,
you're soft.
You're damn right.